Hello students, welcome to my channel Science World, and if you find this video useful for you, then please like, comment and share with your friends. Also subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notification of my upcoming videos. Okay, students, in our last video we have discussed about the wind and characteristics of wind, that is speed of the wind and the direction of the wind. Okay, in this video we are going to read about the effect of wind speed and the pressure. So we will have some activities. First activity is blowing over a strip of paper. Okay, blowing over a strip of paper. What you have to do is take a long strip of paper, that is 20 centimeter into 3 centimeter, and hold it between your thumb and forefinger. Hold it like this between your thumb and forefinger, and then blow over the strip. You have to blow over the strip. Then you will observe that the paper strip is lifted up. This paper strip is lifted up. Now what is the reason behind it? The reason is pressure over the paper strip is reduced. Here the pressure of air is reduced. Why? Because the speed of wind is more. Where there is high speed of wind, there is low pressure. High speed wind has low pressure. See, below the paper here, below the paper here, the air remains still and the pressure remains the same. Therefore, the pressure under the strip of paper becomes higher compared to the pressure above it here. Okay, and this results in the upward lift of the paper strip. Okay, that means high speed wind has low pressure, and air always moves from, or it tries to move from, high pressure to the low pressure. Okay, air moves from high pressure to the low pressure, and that's why this strip of paper is lifted up. Okay, and you can see the birds, they fly in the sky, and aircrafts, and also the ships that sail in the river, they also use the same principle. Okay, on the same principle, these birds and aircrafts, they fly in the air. Okay, so this is what high speed wind has low pressure. Where there is high speed wind, that means there is low air pressure. Okay, then we have next activity. Okay, see, high speed wind has low pressure. Same thing is there, but we will have another activity, and similar observation is there. See, when you try to blow a ball of paper, means crumbled piece of paper, you can see ball of paper here, you can see here, this is the bottle. Okay, then keep one ball of paper here in the mouth of the bottle. Okay, here you keep one ball of paper. As you blow air near the mouth, and as you blow air near the mouth here, mouth of the bottle, okay, the speed of air increases. Okay, here the speed of air increases and the pressure decreases. Speed will increase and pressure will decrease, and opposite to this means inside the bottle, what happens here, the pressure is high. Here the pressure is high. Okay, and speed of wind is low. Okay, so the pressure, air pressure inside the bottle becomes higher in comparison to the pressure near the mouth here. Okay, and this pushes the paper ball out. And what happens, because of this difference in the pressure of air inside the bottle and outside the bottle, this paper ball drops down, or it is pushed out from the bottle. We are blowing in the air, but that ball comes out because of the difference in the pressure. Okay, so this was another activity to show that high speed wind has low pressure. Okay, another activity to show that high speed causes low pressure. Okay, and what you have to do is take two balloons, a little water, thread and a rod to hang the balloons. Okay, then what you have to do, fill the balloons fill these balloons with little amount of water and then blow them up so that they are of equal size. They should be equal size balloons. Okay, tie them separately with the thread. Tie them separately with the thread and hang them on a rod. Okay, then and see that they will not touch each other. There should be gap in between these two balloons. Okay, then blow here. You have to blow in this gap with your mouth. Okay, then what is the observation? What will happen? Generally we will think, or anyone will think, that these balloons will go away from each other. Okay, but it does not happens because of the air pressure, difference in air pressure. The balloons move towards each other. Balloons move towards each other. And why this happens? See, it happens because when air is blown between the balloons, the pressure gets reduced. Here, when we blow air, the speed of air is more, and that's why pressure is low. High speed, pressure low. Okay, and because of this, the pressure outside the balloons, here outside the balloon, the pressure is high. Okay, and this high pressure pushes both the balloons towards each other, and that's why these balloons come closer. Okay, and this proves that when the speed of wind is increased, the pressure decreases. Okay, high speed causes low pressure. So this was another activity. Here is another activity to show that air expands on heating. See, gases expand more than liquids and solids, and air is a mixture of gases. So air also expands on heating. And to prove that, here is another activity. You will need two balloons, then two glass bottles with narrow necks, two beakers, and they are filled with water. In this beaker there is boiling water, and in this beaker there is cold water with some ice cubes. Okay, then what you have to do is place this one bottle in this beaker with boiling water. Okay, and another bottle you keep in the beaker which has cold water. Okay, and after some time, what will happen? What will be the observation? You can see that the bottle which is immersed in boiling water, here the balloon is inflated. Okay, this balloon is inflated, and in the bottle which is immersed in cold water, the balloon gets deflated. Here inflated balloon is there, here deflated balloon is there. Then what happens? What is the reason behind it? See, the reason is the air inside the bottle kept in the beaker of boiling water gets heated and it expands. Okay, this air inside the bottle gets heated because of this boiling water, and it expands, and therefore the balloon gets inflated. Okay, the reverse process takes place in the other bottle, that is the bottle which is kept inside the cold water. Okay, the air inside the bottle, here it contracts, and therefore the balloon gets deflated here. Okay, and this activity proves that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. Warm air is lighter than the cold air. Warm air is lighter than the cold air. We have learned in the previous activity that the air expands on heating. Okay, and it occupies more space, means warm air needs more space, it occupies more space, and therefore it becomes lighter than the same amount of cold air and rises up. And because it occupies more space, it becomes lighter and it rises up. Okay, and that is why the candle flame burns upwards and the smoke rises up. You have observed many times that whenever something burns or you light a candle, the candle of the flame of the candle, it burns upwards only. Okay, it burns upwards, and the smoke also rises up, and this is the reason why chapati balloons up. You may have seen when your mother bakes chapati on the gas. Okay, that time the chapati balloons up. You can see the picture here. This chapati is lifted up, or it is just like a balloon. Okay, and what is the reason? Because the reason is the air and steam mixture inside the rolled chapati expands and rises up, and when the air inside the chapati expands too much, the chapati bursts. Okay, the air and steam mixture inside the chapati gives it a shape like a balloon, and when the pressure inside the chapati is too much, then the chapati bursts. Okay, you can see the picture again. Then same thing is with the smoke from the chimneys rising into the atmosphere. See, have you ever observed that smoke coming out of chimney, it always rises up in the air? Why does it rise up? Why doesn't it comes down? Because we have also seen in our previous activity that the air or any gas, we can say all the gases, they expand on heating. Okay, and due to expansion it occupies more space or volume, and as a result its density decreases and it becomes lighter. Thus warm air is lighter than the cold air. Okay, you will see many examples like this in your daily life. Okay, there is another activity to show that warm air rises upwards. One example I gave you of that chimneys, another one of candle. You can also observe the incense stick, when it burns the smoke rises up. Here is another activity that will show that warm air rises upwards. What you will need for this activity is 2 paper bags. These are the 2 paper bags, some thread, a burning candle and thin wooden stick. Okay, what you have to do, hang the 2 paper bags in an inverted position from the ends of the stick so that the open ends face downwards. This bags open ends, they are facing downward. We have to hang them on a stick. Okay, tie a piece of thread here, tie a piece of thread and hang this both the paper bags on the stick. Okay, then what you have to do, place a lighted candle below the below one of the bags. Only here below this bag you will place that candle, burning candle. Okay, and after that what will happen, that you have to observe. Okay, and what is the observation? The observation is, after some time the bags under which the lighted candle is placed, it rises up and the balance of the bags gets disturbed. And why it happens? The reason is the flame of the candle. This flame of the candle heats up the air above it. Here whatever air is there, it is heated by the candle. Okay, this air being warm is lighter, and this surrounding air is cooler and this air is warm and lighter, and this warm air rises up and fills up the paper bag. Here it fills up this paper bag and pushes it up. This paper bag is also pushed up, and therefore the balance of the bags get disturbed. This activity proves that warm air rises upwards and lighter, that cold air, it does not rise upward because it is heavier than the warm air. Okay, same thing happens when the weather changes. Okay, what are the changes in the weather? See, weather changes like a cloudy and clear sky, hot and wet. Okay, hot and wet weather are also caused due to the difference in the atmospheric pressure. Rising air in a low pressure area takes water vapor with it, which condenses to form clouds. Okay, rising air in the low pressure area takes water vapor with it, which condenses to form clouds, and this results in the cloudy sky and wet weather. Okay, cloudy sky and wet weather. Why these clouds are forming here? Because of the low pressure area and water vapor. Okay, when the air becomes heavy and sinks down, a high pressure area is created. When air is heavy, it sinks down and high pressure area is created, and no condensation takes place during this period, and as a result we get a clear and sunny day. Means when there is clear sky or a sunny day, there is no condensation of water vapor and no formation of clouds, and that's why the sky is clear. Okay, so these weather changes are related to the air pressure and the speed of the wind. Also these weather changes are they involve the water vapor, that is water vapor content in the atmosphere. Okay, then we will see the conclusion. Whatever activities we have seen till now, the conclusion is here. Okay, what is the conclusion? See, there is a close link between the air pressure and the winds. Warm air rises from the surface of the air. It creates an area of low pressure. Means warm air creates low pressure. Okay, the surrounding region where the air relatively colder, due to the sinking down of air, it becomes the area of high pressure. Means colder air, the region which is having colder air, it experiences high pressure. Okay, it becomes the area of high pressure. Air from high pressure area moves to the low pressure area. Air from high pressure area moves to the low pressure area, and it is the main cause of wind. This is the main cause of wind. Also, the difference in pressure, the greater is the speed of the wind. Means if the difference in pressure is more, the speed of wind will be more. Okay, so this is all about the air pressure and the winds and their effects. Okay, so we will meet in our next video. Till then, take care and thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Take care. Bye bye.